Oh, I remember it well, how in 1998 my cardiologist told me I was a walking time bomb because I refused to take medications for high blood pressure and for angina pectoris. But then, at the age of 35, I wasn't ready to give up my hope to find a cure for the two heart diseases I had. You see, at that young age, in a very mild physical activity, I felt I'm going overboard. And in the excitement of a sexual activity, I felt my heart is going to come out of my chest. Can you imagine that at times I felt it's not worth dying of a heart attack while having sex with a woman? Look, after the heart surgery I had at age of 26 to correct the birth defect in my heart, the cardiologist made it clear to me what is the prognosis of my heart condition. In his opinion, by age of 50, I will probably have to replace the aortic valve in my heart. And he was 100% right, because 7 years after the surgery, when I was 34 years old, I was diagnosed with angina pectoris, which is one of the symptoms of aortic valve insufficiency. Now imagine a 34-year-old man physically feels like 60. And that was not a good sign for my future, right? And you know what? I tried everything to help my sick heart. I tried Chinese medicine, supplements, diets, naturopathy, and even all kinds of bitter herbs. But nothing really helped my heart conditions. As time passed, I realized my cardiologist was right. I was a walking time bomb, ready to explode at any time. Look, back then, my divorce was not going right, and the relationship I had with my son was going downhill. On top of that, I started smoking after a long 8-year break. I was a living mess, and my doctor thought I was trying to end my life. He even offered me to take antidepressants. But then, one day, I came across an article written in the 1970s by one of America's pioneer herbalists, Dr. John Christopher. He talked about the benefits of cayenne pepper and its influence on the heart, the circulatory system, and on the entire body. Back then, besides spicy food, I didn't think of hot peppers as medicine. Besides that, I also came across information about health issues related to hot peppers, especially in the gastrointestinal tract. I heard people can get ulcer and irritated bowel syndrome from eating too much hot peppers. But I felt I had nothing to lose. My future's health and my life depend on it. Listen, I don't even need to convince you about the healing properties of hot peppers, because for many years, science recognized the healing properties and actions of capsicum on the heart, on the circulatory and the digestive systems, and on the entire body. As a fact, you can find scientific evidence on many topics related to the benefits of hot peppers. And almost every culture around the world who incorporated hot peppers in their diet has better health than those who don't. You see, when Columbus discovered America, he did not find here what he was looking for, the gold and spices of the Far East. But he did find hot peppers. The valuable seeds Columbus took from Central America migrated to Europe. From there, the seeds migrated east to India, and from there back west to Africa. And now hot peppers are grown around the world. But not every spicy hot pepper is medicinal. More heat in the pepper means more medicinal value. The amount of heat is measured by Scoville units. Jalapeno is mild and it has 4,000 Scoville units. Cayenne has 40,000 units. That's 10 times more than jalapeno. Habanero has 200,000 heat units on the Scoville scale, and is the hottest commercially grown pepper that can also found year-round in many grocery stores. Today you can find hybrid peppers like Ghost Pepper and Carolina Reaper, which have more than 1 million Scoville units. The heat of those super hot peppers is too intense for most people, and I do not recommend to eat them. But the fact is, what I studied 20 years ago helped me to make the formula that supports my salvage heart without medications and valve replacement surgery. Listen, in the beginning of the century, when I studied at the School of Natural Healing, Dr. Christopher recommended to use cayenne pepper for heart problems. He recommended to start with 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne powder in a cup of hot water 3 times a day, and gradually increasing it to 1 teaspoon in hot water 3 times a day. Dr. Christopher claims he stopped a heart attack in progress with 1 teaspoon of cayenne in hot water. You see, Dr. Christopher learned herbal medicine in the 1940s, and he practiced herbal medicine for 30 years. At that time, cayenne was the hottest commercially grown pepper. Besides that, can you imagine drinking 3 times a day a cup of hot water with a teaspoon of cayenne powder mixed in it? I don't think that many people will do that on a daily basis for a long time just to lower their blood pressure. Nowadays, it's easier to visit a cardiologist and get a pill to do it, right? But then came to the picture Dr. Schultz, who was a student of Dr. Christopher. Look, Dr. Schultz was born with a heart disease, and he cured himself with cayenne and a change of lifestyle. In his practice, he switched from giving his customers cayenne powder to habanero tincture, and there was a good reason for that. You just get a faster action, and it's more convenient to count drops than measuring a teaspoon of powder and then mixing it in a cup of hot water. So I continued to study about Dr. Schultz and his methods curing heart diseases and other diseases. After all, I wanted to cure my heart and save my life. And I hope you're here for the same reason too. In 2003, when I opened my first clinic in Tel Aviv, Israel, I had my first master blend formula. In the 12 years I had my clinic, I helped thousands of customers to strengthen their heart. They had to change their lifestyle, and they took a tincture of capsicum I prepared for them and for myself. My customers could not understand why my formula delivered what I promised. After all, in Israel and also in America, you can find tinctures of habanero. My customers wanted to know the differences between my tincture of habanero to others. And I'm sure you want to know the differences too, right? So let me share with you top secret information directly from the herbal medicine industry. Because when it comes to herbal medicine in general and to herbal tinctures in particular, there are 3 basic fundamentals you should know.